A very good morning and welcome to Koikimedia live once again on self-determination. Ishewa from Lewa. Okay, 1 minute. I got two YouTube running simultaneously. That is wrong. We have two YouTube running. That is wrong. I need to bring one down. I should have not two YouTube running simultaneously. We need to bring one down. I believe this is the one that needs to come down. So I need to also the other YouTube channel because I have two channels running simultaneously. Just picked it. Yeah. So we're gonna bring this down. It might be not seeing me. I'm gonna come on the WD76. Good morning. So Moki will go and consider. I say good morning and welcome to my live broadcast. Yoruba Nation is for everyone. It's not for Igbo, it's not for Koikimedia, it's not for the world media. It belongs to everyone. But many Yoruba people do not understand what Yoruba Nation is all about. So our job on a daily basis is to explain it as much as we can, and that's exactly what we are doing. So I guess we are live now on my backup channel. I believe so. Mokibabawa Professor Adebanji Akintoye, the leader of the Yoruba Nation. Yeah, I think we are live here now, so I can see myself now. First and foremost, today in Belfast, starting from 1600 hours, our host and many others will be entertaining a celebration of an icon. Godfather promotion in conjunction with Muscal International cordially invite you to join us to the official birthday party of Chief Sunday Adeniyi Adeyemo Igboho that will be taking place in Belfast, where we are currently today, 20th October 2024. The venue of the event will be at Glen Park Bar, 14/16 at Donya Road, Belfast, BT 14 7 Delta Alpha, at exactly 1600 hours up to 1 a.m. This is powered by Mama Bobo Africa that we visited yesterday, Yetunde's Kitchen, Mobax Oil and Gas, Mr. No Boring Dulik, Tumba Cargo and Money Transfer. For the RSVP, call Sir Collie on 0744884639, or you can speak to Godfather on 07488953565. That is going to be happening later on, and that is the reason why we are currently in Belfast. So in case the Ebajomo Yoruba and you just want to appreciate Igboho for the work he's doing and the work we are still doing, join us at 1600 hours, which is approximately 4 p.m. local time in Belfast. So, NT Obalasiko Lati Darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. The next week, Thursday, Oshipa will be playing as well for Oloyegbowo in Germany. So you can join them as well there in Tier 1 in Germany. But right now, the focus is still about our Yoruba Nation self-determination campaign. Assalamu alaikum, Mukeyi Tiege Esin Musulumi. I am not yet sitting on a daily basis because of your religion. I care less whatever your religion is. See to come with religion. Your religion is your own cup of tea. My concern is that the stolen birthright that belongs to us has nothing to do with anybody. Yoruba come first is what I'm fighting for. Problem here. I don't give a monk. I live in this country and not everybody believe in religion. In Tobago and Ikoso, religion is your own bread and butter. Church of England was part of the slave trade. So when people come and talk about religion, that is your own edict, not mine. I love all religion. I love Buddhists. I love Hindus. We don't hate any religion, but we are concerned that the Yoruba people that are stupid, Oriyokwe, and sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìran wa, and sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìsìn. Ṣọ́rọ̀ ìsìn lẹ ká sọ nísìn. Àwọn ọba tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ ká lọ tó bá yá àwọn ọmọ tá máa ṣe fún yín. Ẹ̀yin politicians, like I said, you believe that you have this military architect that can kill us. Look, you can't kill 60 million people. Possible. I know Adolf Hitler wanted to do the same thing, but he was put to his own, wherever they put him. So Tabaro Boboya, all these your intimidation, about the Yoruba people currently outside and inside. Iku kan ló máa pa gbogbo wa. Iku kan ló máa pààyàn. And one thing is, ẹni tó fẹ́ kú, ó yàtọ̀ sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ kú. So it's better we sit on the round table and sort this nonsense out. Like I said, there will be crisis in Nigeria. Serious crisis. So think about that. And you know the Buruku politicians on the sheet. And you lose to get me ika ayaton on you. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa forílẹ̀ ibi wa kàgbéga 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 falẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bàtí bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára ọmọ odò àdìdé bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Now, a week ago, we were all in London and making our case heard. Afijako City. That was the reason why we came out for the massive rally. Some Yorubas did not turn up because to them, they see us as time waster, that we don't know what we are doing. Some came out because they believed that we were doing the right thing. Whether you were out or not does not matter. What matters is that we that came out are the Yorubas that are concerned about the future of us being part of Nigeria. Nigeria is a country of many nations. Not today. Nigeria is a country of many nations. And those nations are now demanding their right to exit out of Nigeria. But the argument is that we should not allow our unity to be destroyed, especially people like Olori Buruku Gowan that is celebrating 90th birthday after killing 5 million innocent Biafrans. They are celebrating Gowan's 90th birthday, and he will be alive to witness many people So at the end of the day, many of us are worried and concerned that our life is no longer safe, and self-determination is what we ask for. But self-determination here, in the right way. And my job every night, morning and day is to differentiate what Nigeria has been to us for 64 years and what should be the nearest future of us opting out of Nigeria. So in Tawan Bonis in a way, after Tiajade for our great outing, many people started bringing all kind of analysis. But the one that I've been hearing is what they called a regional government bill. And I want to go back and explain that, because believe that a regional government bill was put out by Tinubu, but I'm going to tell you that that's a lie. That's a nonsense and the bloodiest lie. So let's go back to June this year. According to the Punch newspaper, the Punch newspaper told us that Tinubu gets bill proposing return to regional government. Those headline is a complete nonsense. Irolowa nínú headline here, because Tinubu called me or propose regional government. There's a man called Faponda, Dr. Faponda. Dr. Faponda, right? Omuni or propose billion to regional government, because he has come out himself to say that how people become daft torí wọn pé Tinubu kọ́ ló ń push agenda regional government, òun gangan kọ́ ló push ẹ̀, Fakponda ló push ẹ̀. So there's another headline on the Premium Times, and that headline says, why Emi Fakponda, I am pushing for government structure reform bill. Don't pay me draft. Ìyàtọ̀ tó wà níbẹ̀ ni pé Tinubu gangan kọ́, ìjọba Tinubu tàwa náà òun kọ́ ló propose regional government. Aráàlú kan, citizen tó ń pè ní Dr. Faponda, kí lẹ fẹ́ sà? Sájà ẹ̀lẹ́lẹ́. What do you want, the cable? Which one is yours? I use the fast one. Use the fast one, the flat one, isn't it? I'll just try it. So, I want to make sure that because a lot of diaspora, like I said yesterday, a woman was telling us that I want Bonipa regional government. Okay. This is an Android phone, iPhone. iPhone, they have Android. You know, I want to take it in. I have it. bá wọn sọ pé there's a regional government bill. Níbo lẹ ti gbọ́ yẹn pé regional government bill wà? Tí kò bá ṣe pé government propaganda, and the government is good at propaganda. Iṣẹ́ tí government mọ̀ ń pẹ́ nìyẹn, kò ń ṣe Nigerian government alone, government around the world. Wọ́n mọ̀ nípa dáadáa nípa irọ́ pípa. Tẹ́ bá rántí Tony Blair, and I'm going back to Iraq war, mo kàn fi jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe Nigerian government nìkan ló ń parọ́. Iraq war, Tony Blair, ká lọ wo ohun tó sọ nígbà yẹn. Ní 2016, why did Tony Blair go to war in Iraq? That is not even the right question. This was by a journalist called Steve Richard. And he says, why did Tony Blair go to war in Iraq with a question mark? There are two conflicting answers to the question that are widely accepted. One outlined with passion by Blair's critics, and the other made with equal intensity by some of his supporters. Both will be heard relentlessly now that John Chicot is finally publishing his report, yet neither makes any sense. According to the Blair critics, argue that he lied, Oparo, the former Prime Minister Louis, don't pay me Tony Blair, that Tony Blair lied persistently, and in doing so became a war criminal. But one thing many people don't understand is that government machines are powerful and they're criminals. So, and they want to distort the real argument on the table. The real argument on the table this morning is, should we be one? And if we're going to be one, under what rules? You can't be in Nigeria with the same rules that you're operating right now. That is a criminal rules that needs to be brought down quickly so that your life can be saved. So hold on to that. Let's go further. These answers has now fueled mistrust in politics to stratospheric levels. If Tony Blair lied, that is the former Prime Minister of the UK. If Tony Blair lied to send soldiers to their fatal death, it is hardly surprising that in recent months, voters did not believe a Prime Minister warning that the consequences of BRICS exit will be there. So the job of the government is to tell you lies. That especially in African countries like Nigeria, a criminal country in Nigeria. Now, let's go back to the headline. Two different headline, two different message. June 14, 2024. Tinubu gets the bill. Get Ogba. I mean, let's put it this way. I'm giving a document, right? Let's just assume this is a bill. I mean, just for, assumption, arguments, okay? Argument last one, So, mo jókòó sínú yàrá mi báyìí, mo wá mú pen, because ẹlòmíì a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣàlàyé fún yín kí orí yín lè pé ẹ ní understanding kankan rárá. Now, mo fẹ́ kọ bill, regional government bill draft, okay? Regional government bill draft by Ọlọ́run jẹ́ káwa ṣe lé fáwọn our self-determination, because torí kórí yín lè pè, torí ẹlòmíì orí ẹ̀ kò pé ẹ̀ ní understanding kankan, a rò pé kàwé ní ẹ̀ ká nothing. Now, mo wá kọ ilé nígbà tí ilẹ̀ wa mọ́ láàárọ̀, mo wá jù sínú afẹ́fẹ́, ó yá ọmọ Koiki náà má ti accept the regional government bill. so kò ṣe Yorùbá nation mọ́ nìyẹn ọmọ ilé ń pariwo Yorùbá nation now but headline kí n farabalẹ̀ wo meaning headline Tinubu get bill kí ló ń pè ní get because I gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣàlàyé fún yín with the English dictionary so let's go to the English dictionary now get according to get Govt echo tango come to have wá gbà nǹkan receive so Tinubu fúnra rẹ̀ gan òun ṣe pé wọ́n mú lé lọ́wọ́ orí social media orí news network lòun náà ti fẹ́ máa kà òun ṣe pé wọ́n tẹ́ndẹ̀ fún wọ́n ti tẹ́ndà draft yẹn fún ìyẹn ni tó kọ́ bọ̀ lẹ́ni nísìn ṣe ni gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá sọ pé Tinubu ó ti propose regional government bill kódà wọn náà ti ń debate ẹ wá bí wọn pé ṣé ojú ẹlẹ́gbàá ló ti ń debate àbí inú yàrá dádì ẹ̀ pọ́n bastard ibo ni wọ́n ti ń debate ṣàlàyé fún wa ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sórí headline yẹn lórí Punch 14th of June 2024 wọ́n ní Tinubu get the bill now kí ló ń pè ní proposing 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 tí wọn náà bá fẹ́ yàwó wà á lọ propose wà á lọ sílé àná wà á ní kó jọ ó wá tọrọ ọmọ ẹ̀ wọ́n lè máa wà fún ẹ torí pé lórí burúkú nìyẹn torí pàyànpàyàn nìyẹn but wọ́n dẹ̀ lè fún ẹ nítorí pé èèyàn dáadáa nìyẹn kọ́ wo tọ́lá àwọn bàbá ẹ̀ so tó bá ń sọ pé nǹkan propose put forward so ẹni tó kọ bíìlì rẹ̀ ó kọ put it forward pé bóyá Tinubu máa ní làákàyè kó gbà àti kó má gbà kí lẹ wá ń wọ̀ pẹ̀lú yẹn why everybody is now talking about a regional government bill that is nowhere to be found because that is the propaganda machine of the government bóyá Tinubu ló wà behind it I don't know èmi ò mọ ẹni tó rán Dr. Fakon dánṣẹ́ but ẹni tó rán àwọn iṣẹ́ tá a fi ń ṣe téèyàn ṣe ní self determination lábẹ́ bàbá wa Akíntóyè ni torí bàbá yẹn at 89 òun ò gbọdọ̀ tó parọ́ mọ́ kọ́nà bá wa lọ́rọ̀ ẹni bàbá yẹn but bàbá tiẹ̀ parọ́ fún wọn títí pé Nàìjíríà máa dá ẹnu ẹ̀ náà la ṣe wà so let's now start digesting it bit by bit ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé yẹ̀wò President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will kódà wọ́n tún wá lo will that means pé wọ́n ti tẹ́ndẹ̀ fún as at 14th of June on Friday receive a draft kí ló ń pè ní draft a draft bill ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo meaning draft because ẹ̀mí power like a máa ṣọ̀làyé ní minute torí kó lè bá yé àwọn èèyàn
draft
a preliminary version of a piece of writing tá bá sọ pé
draft
prepare a preliminary version tí president bá fi wá sọ̀rọ̀ níta wọ́n ti máa ń prepare wá ṣoríṣiríṣi draft wá ní kó kà àwa yọ ilé kúrò náà wá yọ ilé sí ìyẹn làwọn olóṣèlú fẹ́ mọ̀ kí ni olóyè gbé lọ sí number 10 Downing Street because wọ́n mọ̀ pé bàbá Akíntóyè kó tó lè kọ lẹ́tà yẹn tí mo lè sọ fún yín pé bàbá yẹn ó ń yọ sí méjì ó ń yọ sí mẹ́ta ó ń yọ sí méjì ó ń yọ sí mẹ́ta kó tó lè wá gbé kalẹ̀ ní dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì tá a gbé lọ yẹn àwọn èèyàn fi mú kí ló wà nú ẹ̀ gbọ̀ngàn ìyẹn bí a tó bá dé ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá Govt lọ máa béèrè yẹn now let's come back here why then làwọn èèyàn ṣe wá ń pariwo pé Tinubu ó ti gbé regional government wọlé ẹ máa jó ẹ máa yọ one bastard níbo lẹ́ ń jó sí that is a lie irọ́ ló ń bẹ níbẹ̀ but wọ́n fẹ́ fi distort the real topic tí ó yẹ kí gbogbo máa discuss the topic is not about another election ẹni tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ another election àwọn tí wọ́n mọ ìdí pàtàkì tá a ṣe fi kó dẹ̀ ìrìnlẹ̀ because a ṣe máa ṣe election nílẹ̀ Yorùbá a máa ṣe politics a kò ní ṣe politics àmàlàtẹ̀bà tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn because politics tá à ń ṣe nísìn kò respect citizen kò fún citizen ní ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí aráàlú láti máa lọ dọ̀bálẹ̀ àmín àwọn èèyàn arúgbó àlọ́ máa jókòó síwájú ilé government house ẹ̀sán pension ìwé ìjọ ṣé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí nìyẹn now let's look further into the discussion the proposed legislation mọ̀ kí mo ti sọ pé propose yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sí mílíọ̀nù ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí
propose
o lè yọ oríṣiríṣi kúrò nínú ẹ̀ suggest ká gbé yẹ̀wò but a gbé Yorùbá nation self determination a gbé yẹn yẹ̀wò ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀gbọ́n ọlọ́àbá aṣọ ilé ló ẹ̀kọ́ ìwé ìtura. Now, this message of false hope, ó máa ń jẹ́ kí ọmọ Yorùbá kó tún máa mẹ́mìí kúrò. I am not even talking about àwa ká ti gba Yorùbá nation. Ẹni tó gba Yorùbá nation ṣe nínú wọn wá dùn pé Koiki àti sọ fún yín pé Tinubu wá fún wa ní regional government, but Tinubu kọ́ ló kọ regional government. The reason why we are talking kò jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ regional government rárá, but as at àná ìyá kan ṣì ń sọ fún mi pé Tinubu ti gbé regional government wọlé, kódà wọn náà ti ń debate mo lórí channels wo lọ ti rí yẹn wọ́n lè sọ because that is in táwọn èèyàn sọ síta in tó ń pè ní propaganda machine government nìyẹn. Now let's go back to the article tí mò ń kà yìí ó wà lórí Punch newspaper. Headline is Tinubu get bill proposing return to regional government. Return to regional government. Kò tí accepted. Àwọn House of Assembly wọ́n tẹ̀ tí rí inú pépà bẹ́ẹ̀ mi náà ṣe ń kà làwọn náà ṣe ń kà was farabalẹ̀ tẹ́ gbọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa kò síbi kankan tó ti ń debate bí ṣe máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí because it is just a propose and it's a draft. Now let's read further. The proposed legislation authored by a chieftains of a Yoruba social cultural association, Afenifere. Now, what in our break it down? Because one you authored, tí yàn bá kàwé bàbá kí tó yẹ kọ̀wé kan nísìn, àwọn ni author ìwé yẹn, the history of the Yoruba people. Now, ṣé orúkọ ta fẹ́ gbé jáde nísìn ní orúkọ ẹni tó propose ẹni tó ṣe agbátọ bí regional government yẹn bó ṣe ń rò pé ó gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́? Òun ṣe pé Tinubu àtàwọn ẹmẹ̀wẹ̀ ló jókòó lọ ní ká lọ ṣe regional government. Wọ́n pọ̀rọ̀ yẹn yé wa díẹ̀díẹ̀. So there is nowhere today that Tinubu himself requested, submitted that we have a regional government. So if you are still one of those Nigerians that think that, oh, Tinubu has proposed, it was never and it is not Tinubu that did the propose. It was a man called Akifapomda. And that name is different from Tinubu. So, ní boleti wa ń gbọ́ regional government Tinubu ṣe. Oh my God. You can see why we have to sit down day and night láti máa ṣe àwọn èèyàn wa lọ́kùn pé ìlú yẹn is the worst country you can ever think of. Let's go further. Arákùnrin tó ń pè ní Akínfápóhùndà yìí, àwọn wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ tó ń pè ní Yorùbá Social Cultural Association tí a mọ̀ sí Afẹ́nifẹ́re. Mo wá mọ̀ bóyá Afẹ́nifẹ́re ti bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì làwọn wà àbí ti bàbá wa Adébánjọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bàbá mi. But this man is a member of Afẹ́nifẹ́re. Àwọn kan wò lọ́kàn ara wọn pé bóyá òun ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ. There's nothing wrong with in that one, so, but tẹ́ bá ṣì ní ṣe regional government, you are still in Nigeria. Instead that you are propose for regional government, gbogbo wọn ò ṣe béèrè fún the right thing lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Ṣẹ̀rí pé ọgbọ́n fi dá wa dúró sínú wàhálà because regional government yẹn ní àgbà lọ́wọ́ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ní 1959 ká fi lọ ṣe election tó fi fún wa ní Western region, Eastern region, Northern region kó tó di pé wọ́n dàrú. so in tó dàrú nígbà yẹn wọ́n wá ní ká padà síbẹ̀ ṣé ẹ rí pé àwọn èèyàn ò ní làákàyè nígbà tí a ti wá realize pé no a ní láti padà sí regional government we should demand a full autonomy kí ló ń pè lọ autonomy ká gba agbára padà sílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ní no ẹ jẹ́ ká gba agbára yẹn bọ̀ ká ṣe máa support wọn ní center bomb bastard àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ àfi máa support ní center àwọn tó ní kankan because wọ́n mọ̀ pé omi tó ń bẹ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ fi lò ó fáǹfààní ara wọn tó bá dọjọ́ iwájú tí Nàìjíríà bá ti pé yes a lè ní treaty pẹ̀lú north tẹ́ bá máa lo omi wa èyí báyìí lè máa san fún wa a dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀ tẹ́ ń kó wọlé torí kẹ́ máa wá kógun jà wá the same thing fún àwọn ilẹ̀ Ìgbò náà but ọmọ Yorùbá ní 2024 ó wá ní ká padà sí regional government how many years ago the regional government on soil we're talking about nothing less than bare 4 decades because the regional government was destroyed in kódà regional government ò bá wa dé 1970 kó tó ti gbadànù sẹ́gbẹ́ kan àwọn olè jẹgúrújẹrá military náà ni àwọn military ló destroy ẹ̀ tàfi wà níbi táwa lẹ́nu so ẹ̀yin wá ń propose nígbà táwa kan ti wá realize pé ìyàtọ̀ wà nínú regional government àti full sovereign nation. What do we call sovereign nation? A sovereign nation is that ìwọ ló máa pàṣẹ ẹni tó máa wọ̀lú ẹ̀ ẹni tó ní wọ̀lú ẹ̀. Which one makes a good headline? Yoruba self-determination or Yoruba regional government? So you still want to wọ́n wá ní no Koiki bá ṣe máa ṣe ni pé a bá ti gba regional yẹn àwa máa fi yẹn push towards the agenda of Yoruba nation. Why do we need to go through that route when we can take our right, our part of right lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀? We take the full autonomy ìyẹn máa jẹ́ ti tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa. We will have the same level of protection and support for the people. And we will have a good neighbors. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo àwọn òní kéékèèké tó wà láàyíká wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo Niger as an example. Niger right now níbi tí population wọn láàárọ̀ yìí gbogbo population wọn is 26 million. Wọ́n bí Tinubu dá kó attack Niger. Ẹ gbọ́ mi. That is the kind of what we need now. Káwa náà lè ní right láti kọ́kọ́ defend ilẹ̀ wa because tí ẹ bá ti defend ilẹ̀ yẹn kó padà sọ́wọ́ wa táwa ní regional government bàbá ọlọ́pàá tiwa gan sẹ̀ ká ní sójà tiwa gan sẹ̀ wọ́n máa ṣe compromise àwọn olè tó wà láàrin wa but tá a bá ti gba full autonomy government wa gbọ́dọ̀ represent wa. That is the first key. If our government fails to represent us, there will be problem for them. Nema Owuni, capital of Niger. And as I speak to us today, Ewonti Niger fi America talking patu fún wọn. Wọ́n renegotiate ayé wọn through a government to believe in the value of the system of the citizen, even though it could be military. I won't need the military. We need a full civilian Yoruba government. But bí ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe wọ́n ronú ni kò yé mi. Àwọn nínú ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gba díẹ̀ ká tó gba full. No. Why do you want to take small when you can take it big? It's because àwọn tó ń kọ́ kíní yẹn they are part of the distractors. So ibi tó yẹ káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa gbọ́ self-determination wọ́n okay ẹ̀rọ tí wọ́n ní Tinubu máa fún wa ní state police lọ́la Aswani. You will not get that. So let's go back to the discussion. This bill was put together by Akin Fakpomunda. Abuja ló ń gbé. Tẹ́ bá rántí tí Ayílógé fi sọ pé kí bàbá tó wà ní Benin Republic Fakpomunda wà l'Abuja ṣé ìkọ̀kan náà làwọn méjèèjì ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí? Bàbá Akíntóyè ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa self-determination, full autonomy. Ṣé Fakpomunda wà ní làákàyè ju bàbá Akíntóyè lọ? Ìbéèrè ni o. Ṣé Fakpomunda tó draft bíìlì ṣó ní làákàyè ju bàbá Akíntóyè lọ? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni Fápóhùndà? Bàbá wo lọ́wọ́ bọ̀ kò tó bàbá Akíntóyè lọ́jọ́ orí. Bàbá Akíntóyè dẹ̀ ti ṣe Second Republic nínú Nàìjíríà, wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó lè náà ni, ó lè ní system yẹn. So why is people like that trying to disturb us? Because it's a complete distraction. It's a total distraction to put our mind away from the reality. The reality is we should all be demanding for a full Yoruba autonomy. No. Government is run by the people, for the people, but not in the contraction you call Nigeria. Now, let's go further. A bill for an act to substitute the annexure to Decree 24 of 1999 with new governance model for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigeria Imagine, Ashiwaje regional, Awatuwa in Nigeria, the same Nigeria that has killed 5 million Biafrans during the Biafra War. The same Nigerians that have destroyed the Yoruba culture. The same Nigeria tó gba èdè kúrò lẹ́nu wa tó ní ká máa sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì lọ sí China kò wò bí èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì lọ fi hàn pray. Saudi Arabia lásán mẹ́yìn wọ́n sọ English. Chua ní tó bá ti gbọ́ o lè gbé níbẹ̀, ní Germany, ní Finland, ní France. But wọ́n kọ́ àwa papọ̀, ọkọ̀ wa sínú ògò, wọ́n ní ká máa sọ èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì, èdè lédè. Lọ sí Belgium, ẹ ṣe bá mi. And this is the reason why nobody is fighting anybody. Àlàyé ni, self-determination is a right. And last week, ó ṣe pé 1 week that we went to number 10 Downing Street. So I don't want to give you too much and put my energy on this, but I just have to remind you that there is nothing called regional government bill right now as we speak inside the house. Now let's go further. The Punch has reported last week, this was before this week, that the said bill was disowned by the House of Representatives, whose spokesman Akin Rotimi and the chairman committee on rules and businesses had not been listed for deliberation in the ongoing move to review the 1999 Constitution as amended. And you cannot amend something that is a fraud. That is number one. So when they are telling you, oh, we are going to amend the 1999 Constitution, the question is, what do you want to amend in a fraudulent constitution in the first place? Because evidence are pointed by many senior advocates of Nigeria that the 1999 Constitution, how it is now fair amend, is a lie. So as we speak to you today, right, Fápóhùndà has just made a draft for regional government. That draft, inú yàrá ẹ̀ ló wà, ó dẹ̀ wà lórí social media. Kò sí ní House of Parliament, àbí House of Senate àti House of Assembly ní Abuja. Kódà kò sí nínú state level. Gbogbo discussion tí wọ́n ń pè ní regional government orí atẹ́gùn ló wà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni náà ṣe ń sọ yìí àtàwọn tó kù kò sí nínú Abuja níbi pé wọ́n ń debate. Now ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n náà fẹ́ ṣe regional government inú bó lẹ́yìn ti gbọ́ yẹn. Stop listening to lies and propaganda. That is what the government is good at. So I just want to clear that quickly so that we can move forward. So again, yes, there was a regional government bill that was put together by a citizen, but not by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as many people have said. Now, let's come and review the discussion from last week. Why are many people coming out to say, why United Kingdom? Kí ló dé tẹ́ gbé lẹ́tà lọ sí UK? I told you that we sent a letter to Tinubu in April, but he did not want to listen to us, and we left it like that. Now, let's leave the regional government on the side because it's a trash and it's rubbish and it's a waste of time. And àwọn tó wà behind there, they are only wasting your time, but they're not going to waste our own time, because our right to self-determination is what we're going to push for. Now, let's listen to this. Let's come now to, would Nigeria ever work? Should Nigeria be shishe? The question and the answer to it, everybody knows. But people are playing themselves different games. One more Nigeria the shishe. But what they want to do is that they want to use Nigeria as a chess to delay the indigenous people. So let's listen to this man.
The fact that the constitution being written by the President Tinubu needs to put his best foot forward to govern the country. If he does that, in 4 years, he can turn things around. But there are certain critical things that he would need to do. The first thing is to say, what's the constitution? If, for instance, me and my wife Lillian.
Remember that Tinubu is using the same fraudulent constitution to govern Nigeria. And many of us were expecting that to work. Constitution on the work. Constitution yóò lè ṣe lè work òun ni pé àwọn tó draft the constitution yẹn wọ́n drafted in a crafty way to pull us down. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ a ní state kankan ó ní resources lábẹ́, governor kankan kò ní right láti penetrate, láti extract the resources and make it useful for the citizen in the state. So, the senior advocate of Nigeria, Agbakoba, ó wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Tinubu pé ó sure pé constitution tí ó bá ń lẹ̀ yìí ló fẹ́ lò fi govern Nigeria, ó máa lè díẹ̀ o, ẹ̀jẹ̀ àgbọn tó sọ díẹ̀ sí.
Don't agree in our marriage of 45 years, then we can't do anything. So the first thing that President Tinubu will need to do is to ensure that Nigerians all agree to be one country.
Now, the first thing, lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, do Nigerians all agree to be one country? Ìbéèrè ni kò ní jà dání with a question mark. Do Nigerians all agree to be one country? Can you force people to remain one country? You can't. How? That is the first question we should be asking ourselves. Not go and vote election. Shut up. No, you can't tell anybody to shut up. At 40 plus, you'll be telling us to shut up. What do you mean by that? The first question every politician should be asking now is, do Nigerians, because there's nothing called Nigerian, that itself is a fraud. British created that word, Nigeria, Niger area, Nibitobiwa, by Lugard. Lugard, Otipai, Otikutipe. Àwa wá nọ́ọ̀sì in tí wọ́n create fún wa. And Koiki, we are now independent country. Hode, Omugo. Who told you that you are independent country? No, we are a sovereign country. Igboho cannot take letter to UK because we got independent. You are the woman or woman to be talking like that. A lawyer, senior advocate of Nigeria, Agbakoba. This is the question that we should all ask everybody. Throw the question out, not be talking about regional government and force people together. Do Nigerians all agree to be one country? The moment 3 of them say we don't want to be one country, that means there must be a debate. There must be a deliberation. There must be a discussion. That is what they are avoiding. Debulele will sit on the round table. Our representative, Igbo representative, Hausa, Fulani is not part of us. They were criminals that came in about some years into the northern part and penetrated themselves. People like Ganduje, Sultan of Sokoto, and the bomb bastard all over that end. Or if you get our man, if you increase it, remote your own. And they want to deceive us. And that is what we have been telling our people. The question is, do we want to be one? Mokiyawa Omolara Iyabo Ajala akójáde tẹ ọjọ́ last week ẹ̀dẹ̀ kó àdúró tì mí ní gbogbo ìgbà ẹ̀dẹ̀ má bínú sí wa pé fún yín ní enough information mo kí gbogbo yín màmá tó kù náà. I'm asking the question, do Nigerians all agree to be one country? Even if it's 1% that disagree, that means there should be a deliberation. No, that 1%, government will crush you. No go better for you now. Oko dear. The moment that 3, 5, 6, 1, 10, 1,000, 1 million people say no, we don't want to be Nigerian, that means there is now a call for discussion. Ọmọ àlè Yorùbá tó wá ń sọ fáwọn àníṣe pé no, bear agree to be one, you must be one. Kò possible. Ó máa dogun gbẹ̀yìn ni. Ẹni máa kú, ẹni máa yè. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ikú máa ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú kọ̀tà gbé dání, ikú máa ṣẹlẹ̀ gidi. Torí pé àwọn kan nígbà. And that is something that you must understand. Ìlú tó bá ń force àwọn èèyàn pé ìtẹ̀fẹ́ yẹn àní fún yín let me take you now to IRA. Ayomi Kodami, you say capital no. Even if it's only me that say I don't want to be Nigeria, it is the right of the government to now sit me down and let us discuss. Because if you refuse to let us discuss, I will create many awareness and wake up the dead one among us. And that is exactly what we are doing today. You think I've gone to bed, Abby? Bomb bastard. You want to put it lawsuit? No. Èmi ti sùn mo jí ni so that kí lè jí ẹ̀yin náà tó kù. We are living in a country that is not our own. And until we leave that country, that is when we will have peace. Keke Oku says, Nigeria stands on falsehood. So, but we understand, ẹni tó ń wọ́n sùn tèmi ń pa nísìn kò ní làákàyè kankan tá a bá ti gbé búrẹ́dì lé lọ́wọ́ páká oúnjẹ wà ní kíchìnì tí ibi bá pa mí nísìn tí bá ṣe tán rice àtọ̀bẹ̀ tó dáa omi ni kódà drink oríṣiríṣi bíi mẹ́fà lọ kó sínú fíríjì fún wa ibi tá a bá lè mú dé ìwọ ló máa lọ tọ́ílẹ̀tì àdẹ́mú ní wànàwànà torí ní Nàìjíríà ibi tó ń pa yín ṣe tẹ bá ti rí nǹkan báyìí yàwùnyàwùn ni yàwùnyàwùn ibi bàbá máa ń mú díẹ̀díẹ̀ torí pé tó ti bá padà sí London èyí tó wà nílé mi màá ṣe bá ń bẹ̀ kọ́ mo ṣe shopping fáwọn ọmọ mi I have not seen my children for almost a week bomb bastard olóṣì torí kí ìyá má bàa jẹ gbogbo wa làwa ṣe ń ṣe lé so feel pé this going up and down we are doing is for my own benefit alone no we think it's for Igboho's children benefit and ṣé Igboho nìkan ló máa jàǹfààní gbogbo ẹ̀ ìwọ̀n àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣe wàhálà àjọ ń lọ àjọ ń bọ̀ you think every kò sí journey tó kéré kò sí journey kankan tó kéré. Or you think because you are seeing us at the airport, do you know that we have to go through, screening, this, that? You don't say any opinion. You put yourself in there, they will say, yeah, go through. Sometimes, you forgot that this item was in my luggage. My luggage was put on the side. I forgot. On our way to Belfast, I forgot that I had this in my bag. Ó yẹ kí n ti yọ sí ìta. Ọ̀tún lóyún tó yẹ pé báàgì mi oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló wà nínú ẹ̀. Mélòó ni mo fẹ́ rántí? Pẹ̀lú ẹrù tíyàn gbé sórí téèyàn máa lè. Ẹ̀yin tí ìyà ti báyé yín jẹ́. Ìṣẹ́ àti ìyà wọ́n ti kó sí yín lórí. Ẹ wá ń tọrọ ọmọ Yorùbá wá ń tọrọ 5,000 naira lórí social media. Ẹ̀yin jẹ́ ká lọ làgò mọ́ àwọn tó kó wa dání ká fọ́ gbòmò wọn lórí kórí wọn bẹ́jẹ̀ ká fọ́ ìgòmò wọn lórí ẹ̀yin olùsọ lórí burúkú tọrọ 5,000. The question I'm asking ilé ìgbọ́n ni máa fi ṣe headline nísìnyí. Do Nigerians all agree to be one? I have not even talked about the Biafra now. I'm still talking about Awarawa. Yes, we have Yoruba people that doesn't want us to be one. They want us to be Nigeria so that we can be nursing Nigeria on behalf of the West. Look, forget about àwọn Igbo tẹ́ ń pariwo mọ́. Some of you yóò pè rárá, born bastard. Àwọn tó ń jẹ Nàìjíríà wọ́n ju Igbo lọ. But wọ́n ẹni tí yàn bá lè dé mọ́ òun náà ló máa ń mú. Àbí international community ń jẹ nínú Nàìjíríà Igbo tí wọ́n fẹ́ attack tó ń bá jà yẹn. I am not saying that they are good people and they are not also saying that we are good people. That's why we go separately. Kólúkálùkù lọ ṣe tiẹ̀. Tí bá fẹ́ lọ sílẹ̀ wọn kí lọ gba visa. Tí bá fẹ́ lọ kí ìyá mi nísìn ìyá mi first bank mo dẹ̀ ń bọ̀ ní Canada the next year màá lọ gba visa. Canada have every right to reject my application. Wọ́n reject application yàn nílùú yìí kò mí pé tó ló ń gbé ní UK especially tó bá ń lo that nonsense Nigerian passport tó ní value wá gbé dé airport báyìí màmá wo báyìí. Which country is this? Nigeria. Nigeria. Ṣé ká jẹ́ kéde ìwọlé àbí ká stamp ẹ̀ kó padà? Ṣé wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí Yorùbá bá dá dúró àmà ní passport tiwa? So you now want us to save Nigeria because of Fayose lórí burúkú, because of Fayemi, because of Aregbemugo and all these criminal politicians. Mo ń gbọ́ nísìnyí tán ní Ṣèyí Mákindé ó ti yẹ ti jí owó tó pọ̀ ó fẹ́ contest for president ní 2027 tí gbogbo wa bá fún wọn láyè ní torí ọ̀dẹ̀ ní gbogbo wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ tó tá a bá yẹ pé à kì í ṣe ọ̀dẹ̀ ó yẹ ká strangulate gbogbo wọn kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó má gba gbogbo wa mọ́. Wọ́n ti rán àwọn olórí burúkú babaláwo àwọn yẹn ti gbàgbọ́dẹ̀ fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn ló ń ṣoògùn fún wọn. Tẹ̀tẹ̀ bá lọ bá babaláwo kankan nílẹ̀ I'm not saying gbogbo wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lọ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá nísìnyí tẹ́ ní kí babaláwo kan ṣoògùn fún yín mo kí ẹ easy ọlábàndúró tiẹ̀ brother mi òun wá darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní London ní last week ó ṣe padà sí America níjọ́ Sunday ni kò ná rárá àfẹnà tó $5,000 ó lè ṣe ó fi ìpè yà ń jẹ́ lẹ́ni America ni kò ná rárá ó yàwó fún ìyàwó mi yàwó fún àwọn ọmọ mi àjọ lọ sí school àwọn ọmọ mi èmi àti Azeez kò ní dá fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ pé àwa tá à ń pariwo Yorùbá nation ẹ fi ìpè yà ń jẹ wá ni àjọ lọ mọ àwọn ọmọ mi ní school wá rí school tá ọmọ mi kan torí pé brother kí ló ṣe school tá mọ́nítà ó jùlọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó ní ká lọ ra brand new one bastard kò ní tán fún ẹ láéláé ó níjọ́ tí gbòòwò bá ti sọ pé clearance pé ká máa bọ̀ nílé ọ̀bí bàbá yín dà gbogbo à ń bọ̀ nílé kò ní ṣe gbogbo wa àwa mélòó kan là ń bọ̀ ẹni máa kú ẹni máa yẹ ni àkọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ọkàn yín kúrò lára Nàìjíríà Ìgbòho ní láti wá sí Nàìjíríà kankan operation wa nísìn àti tà ní for now one bastard operation kan la ṣe ṣe ní London tí gbogbo yín yàgbé àbí ẹ̀yin ò rí bó ṣe rí búlẹ̀tì kan ló ń pè yẹn tọ́jú ìtókò sápò a lè má lò for the next 1 year àwa tún prepare àwọn awọ yín ràn báyìí ṣe náà ní gbọ́ ni ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú ni gbọ́ by fire by force a máa ṣe ọkàn àwọn èèyàn wa tí ẹ ti dè nínú òkùnkùn none of you tó máa wá comment òfò ìwọ tí yà ń jẹ ballot mo wà ó fàyìn lé sínétọ̀ yín olórí burúkú lọ fàìtà ibi tí mi máa sùn yàrá wà lókè mi rè fún ìgbé mi sùn yàrá ọ̀fun gbogbo wa ní yàrá kọ̀ọ̀kan ballot mi máa sùn kí n fi wọn èmi dà fún ẹ pọ́ǹ pásítà ìyá máa jẹ yín kú ni tó o bá support Yorùbá nation inú Nàìjíríà ló máa kú but àwọn fámílì ẹ̀ tó máa bí nígbà yẹn àwọn ọmọ wa gbádùn torí Nàìjíríà ò gbádùn ìlú òfò ni. Even big America next to Canada, if your document is not right, they will send you back home. To fi pe yan jawa ni. Mo kí yan comfort alele. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́ kọ́kàn wa balẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ló ṣèlè. Ẹ̀yin diaspora, ẹ̀yin ló mú nígbàyà. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ mú wa nígbàyà. Kò ṣe ní má mú wa nígbàyà. Tọ́jú yín àbí ká máa fa gbòòrò ká tọ́jú yín nígbà tí ilẹ̀ wa ní nǹkan ta lè fi tọ́jú ara wa tí dandan ni ká gbé lábúrọ́dì no ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀ pump bastard let's continue so ìbéèrè tá à ń béèrè lóru yìí do Nigerians all agree to be one? Ẹ bá mi fi sínú comment section. The line is open if you want to call in. Tó ń bá dẹ̀ ti kàn mí, màá kọ́ pa fóònù mi ni wo aṣọ ìbora wà nígbà mi ti bora màá kọ́ lọ kó pílò mi wá ní gbàgbà. Ṣé àyẹn tóbi dáadáa? Nice place. Mo mọ̀ bí Airbnb ni, I believe so. Àti wo football, oní internet, èrò life tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn náà gbé lélẹ̀. Kí wọn náà lè máa kò ṣe ìtẹ́ mo sọ fún Túndé tó tẹ̀lé olóyè wá láti Germany àwọn èèyàn máa ralẹ̀ àwọn kan tó lọ gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ mo kíyàwó Miláyọ̀ Ọmọtọ́ṣọ́ ẹ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá wa Jayé Ọlá so my job as a journalist I am not your blogger I keep telling you is to bring the conscious mind. Mo kí bàbá wa gbogbo ẹ̀tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ẹ bá mi gbọ́ wọlé share button mo bẹ̀ yín ni. It's not to sit here and be cursing. It's not about that. It's about the pain in us. Just parasite. Kúkú lè rò pé lọ́la àpọ̀ mọ́ bọ̀. Kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ program, I saw something on my group àwọn ọmọ mi tàbí wọ́n ṣe Yorùbá àwọn team mi Koikimedia kò ní dá fún yẹn ní ṣòro yẹn ogun máa pa gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ pé ká má gba Yorùbá ní ṣòro ẹ̀ ní ṣòro yẹn for the pain you are giving our people every day. Let me show you this video. This is one of my staff. I just saw the message at 1:58 a.m. kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yìí ẹ wo níbi tó wà. Darkness lọ fi fún ní dream ọ̀nà àwọn tó bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ lélẹ̀ mo mọ́ tó ṣe ẹ̀rí nù ẹ̀wọ̀n nílé gánulé ló wà ní bí hospital ní bíbá yín kò tẹ̀lé mi káyìn máa jẹ ẹ̀ ní kú rè ogun bọ̀ kò sọ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni kò sí bá bá la ẹni tó lè sọ fún mi bá àná ogun mo ti rè nínú mo ti rè tó bá jẹ́ pé London wà ní sí kódà tí bá gbé sínú ilé tí mò ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ ní London wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gbé orí mi lọ sí court mo ní ní bí àbámọ̀ fi mú fóònù lọ sí òkè fóònù wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ní chájì ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹkùnrin bàbá àdọ́tì kábíyèsí lẹ́dùnmáre o láti Dublin lọ́dọ̀ tí 3 hours.
A lè ti pẹ́ ká tó kúrò nílé ọ̀rẹ́ yìí. A ti pẹ́ gan-an. Ọ̀sùn la kúrò nígbà.
So ti yẹ kẹ́ jí lọ ni. Sáwọn òpin kí ló dé?
Mi ì lè dúró gan. Nǹkan ṣe mo rí náà mọ̀ ní.
Yeah, at least. Ẹ kúrè, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ dàbẹ̀. Ara struggle ni. Bá dọ̀là ní síbẹ̀, bá rí kò gbọdọ̀ kó tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ wàhálà tó ń ṣe. Àbí akápá, cause ó tẹ̀ ń fọyàn lórí. Ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan pé kẹ́ fi wọlé ní kílẹ̀ kára fi wọ́n. Ẹ̀wọ̀n olójú tó ti ń fún ní treatment. Nílẹ̀ tó ní ọ̀rá tó lómi. Ṣé ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú tẹ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, tẹ wà ní Canada, tẹ wà ní UK ní diaspora, ṣé bọ́ ṣe ń tọ́jú ẹ̀yin lélẹ̀ tẹ bá sick? Wákọ̀ pa gbogbo náà, wọ́n máa fún yín ní drip nínú ẹ̀. Ṣé bọ́ ṣe ń treat ẹ̀yin lélẹ̀? Àbẹ́rẹ́ ìràn. Kí ni gbogbo eléyìí? Ẹ̀rí ó ń gba treatment ó wà lórí bí apákó ló wà ní àdánwò mọ̀tẹ́ òbí hospital lélẹ̀. So when I saw this, mo lórúkọ ẹni tó post ẹ̀ kan náà àwọn tó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ ni. Wọ́n á ní can someone explain this video to me please? Because òun náà kọ́ ju fídíò sínú ilé, kò sàn kankan lé, bí ó ti kú ni, bí ó wà láyé ni, bí ó ní ìdówó ni, I don't know. Ṣùgbọ́n ni wọ́n dá mi lóhùn, ó ní it is Mr. Kinekan is on drip. Ẹ wo bí tó ti ń fọ́mọ Yorùbá, kò ní dá fún gbogbo yẹn ní sórí rẹ̀. Ẹ wo bí tó ti ń fọ́mọ Yorùbá ní drip nínú ilé ẹ̀ bí a lọ hospital lè dé, I don't even know. Ṣé bọ́ ṣe ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ náà ní Amẹ́ríkà lè dé ní UK? Ti fìyà jẹ wá. Ilé dẹ̀ ń sọ pé òun fẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́, ọmọ Yorùbá dẹ̀ ń fọ́sẹ̀ pé kó wà ní Nàìjíríà. Nàìjíríà ò dẹ̀ tọ́jú ẹ̀. You can see why I ask myself, ṣẹ́yìn ọmọ Yorùbá yìí ṣe orí yín pé ṣe normal bẹ́ẹ̀ ni as is madness country. Ẹ̀rọ ibi tọ́mọ Yorùbá mo fi sọ state tó wà ní state yẹn ní resources débi pé world class hospital bẹ́ẹ̀ kó wà kó ti máa gbàtọ́jú nísìn kò sẹ́ni tó lè sí. Àwọn tó wà lórí Twitter nìkan ló máa ń fún mi ní thumbs up, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí YouTube ẹ̀ fún wa ní thumbs up, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bá wa share program wa. Mo ní bí ẹ̀wọ̀ fi mo lọ sókè ní ọ̀pẹ́ ẹ̀gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ lókè. Okay. Ẹ wò ìyàtọ̀ fi wá jẹ. Baba Adeyemi Koiki, if you get to anybody in any government hospital, you will weep for Nigerians. Then why should we save Nigeria? Why? Okay, Baba Mikuleshika, mad people all over the place. And we sit here, and people will say, shut up, shut up. You know, as if I'm the one that is suffering. As if I am the one in pain. So I'll call him in the morning and see where we can help. I'm not here to go off no machine. You know what I'm send this in. I can take care of him and send him to a private hospital in the morning. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo máa ṣe fún gbogbo yín náà? Oh, so you want us to become Bambiala? Come out of the world social media. Hey, Yoruba nation, and you want to feel cool? Is that what you want me to do? That is what you want us to do now. So, Hadi Bambiala on the social media. Bambiala. Bambiala. Let me take it. I want to charge the phone back. If I can't the Bambiala. There's definitely something wrong. Because I want to charge the phone. Keeps going back the camera. Bambiala. How did you become what's a warrior in the war? No generation làwa ní báyìí. I thought wọ́n máa ń sọ pé warrior làwa Yorùbá nǹkan kan ń bà wá lẹ́rù. But why are we scared? Nobody wants to die. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ good morning. Koiki, èyí máa ṣe lọ. Àtẹ̀dúpẹ́ fáwọn tó tẹ̀ ń kí wa tó ń yìn wá. One Nigeria ò lè move us anywhere, Mr. Adekunle. Àfi tá a bá parọ́ fúnra wa. Cates agree pé àmọ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Let us just for argument's sake pé àmọ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. That we thought or we believe that one Nigeria will favor us. But ẹ wo dájú tó pè lánàá yẹn 76. Wọ́n ní that is what they've told them títí di stage yìí pé Nàìjíríà máa dà. But Koiki is a process, it's a gradual process, you know, it will get better. How? We are not one. Mo lè fẹ́ gbọ́ lórí program. So, let us ask our representatives in the Senate, in the House, local, àwọn báwa, àwọn balẹ̀, people to ask the question, do Nigerians all agree to be one country? Do we agree to be one country? But we have not agreed to be one country. So let's go back and listen more to Agbakoba. Let's listen again.
President Tinubu needs to put his best foot forward to govern the country. If he does that, in 4 years, he can turn things around. But there's certain critical things he would need to do. The first thing is to say, what's the Constitution? If, for instance, me and my wife Lily don't agree in our marriage of 25 years, then we can't do anything. So the first thing that President Tinubu would need to do is to ensure that Nigerians all agree to be one country. You recall that OLAYOMI asked those two questions. Do we want to be one? It's not by force. If we want to be one, how? We haven't answered those questions, which is what.
If we want to be one, Tabafe Jeyokon, how? Okay, we want to be one Nigeria. How? With this federalism? Oh no, with regional. No, with restructure. What we need now is self-determination. The inalienable right for us to be free. Let's go further.
Why I told President Akpabio of the Senate that it has taken 23 years to problem of the Constitution, and I urged him, in conjunction with President Tinubu, to resolve the Nigerian constitutional question now by inviting the owners of Nigeria. The owners of Nigeria, mark you.
The owners of Nigeria. Look, Sharia àpọ́nlé ní gbogbo ìta ṣe ń ṣe America, nobody. Mo kí ìyá wa Oyèlámì Abọ́sẹ̀dé káàbọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ìta wà lórí ìjókòó. We don't want to be sitting there and make it look like this platform, is not a violent platform. But the fact remains is that we need to wake our mind out of Nigeria. Do we want to be one? No. So why then are we not discussing the discussion? Do Nigerians all agree to be one country? Regional government is a fraud. Self-determination is our right. Those okay, Agbakuba.
Were those who owned Nigeria before Lugard brought his?
We own the land. We own the territory. But the military thinks that they can be used against the indigenous people. It's because ẹ ṣì ní ìbọn lọ́wọ́ ni. Nígbà tí gbogbo wa bá ní ìbọn lọ́wọ́, we will then know who owns the land. And that is why àwọn Biafra ṣe sọ pé àwọn need a lot of ìbọn láti fi defend ara wọn against the terrorist country. Because Nigeria is a terrorist country, tó ń terrorize wọn lórí ilẹ̀ wọn. But our Yoruba, we are still putting a good amount of diplomacy. And there's nothing wrong in that, because our diplomacy is what has played out last week. One letter has created a lot of conversation. Igboho is helping Tinubu for 2027. Igboho don't collect money. Koiki don't start again. You dey push Igboho. At least everybody's talking. That is the brain power of the Yoruba people. Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ dí abájọ ni. Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ dí abájọ ni. Àìmọ̀ dí abájọ ló bí wọn ní, ló fọ́ wọn lórí. Wọ́n fẹ́ mọ̀ dí abájọ ni. You want to know how did we pull that together? Even those that did not believe us before, they are now asking questions that what is in the content of that letter? Ó ṣe pé 1 week lánàá. Today is Sunday. Event was last week on the 12th. A day to remember that we shut down the most busiest high street in London for the Yoruba Nation rally. Tell you mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tájọ wà lójú títì yẹn lájọ ṣe Yoruba Nation because apá títì rẹ̀ ni. And we were giving them our over 60,000. I brought some to Dublin, which found out Dublin. We were giving them this. Remember this one that you guys, Koiki, we will continue to support your platform. But low, because you need money. And I'm grateful. And at least you can see the importance of our camera. I took a lot of pictures with Igbo yesterday as well. And there's still a lot of pictures that I have not uploaded. So you can see investment. You invest in something, we will benefit it together. It's not for me. It's not for me. All I'm using it for is for you. So, when we said 1 million, people were like, where are you going to get the 1 million from? Our land brain. We said 1 million Yoruba rally. We shut down London for 5 hours straight. From 10 o'clock, when we all assembled, there were nothing less than 5,000 police on duty on that day. Nothing less than 5,000. There was an helicopter that was put on the top to monitor the ground all the way through to Nigerian High Commission. They barricaded the Nigerian house because they were not sure what Koiki and Igbo wanted to do. They were scared. Gbogbo rally tá ti ṣe níwájú Nigerian High Commission were barricaded. They did this time around because they were not sure what was going to happen. So the mọ̀ pé tá bá wọnú Nigerian High Commission yẹn, tá bá wọnú ẹ̀ British police on the right láti wọnú ibẹ̀ yẹn under the United Nations Constitution, because it is no longer British soil, it is Nigeria house. Maybe that was the reason why they barricaded the whole place. Wọ́n jẹ́ ká lọ síwájú ẹ̀, wọ́n barricaded rẹ̀. Ọ̀pá títì rẹ̀. That road táwa yẹn, ibẹ̀ ni bus 91 àti long town. Wọ́n divert gbogbo ẹ̀. You can see that it was a 1 million rally, if not more. Because kò ń ṣe Yorùbá nìkan lánàá fẹ́ jẹ́ kó gbọ́ Yorùbá nation. And that is just one out of the two, because two things played out that day. Then you know, nǹkan méjì ló play out níjọ́ yẹn. Apá títì rẹ̀ àdẹ̀gbé lẹ́tà lọ sí Downing Street. Kódà àwọn Biafra wọ́n ti ṣe àṣeyàn. Nigerian community ò tí ever ṣe tí a ṣe yẹn. Ẹni kọ́ fún ní evidence. At least èmi ti wà nínú system for 25 years. So what more do you want? Àìlè tí mi gbọ́n ní tá a ṣe rubber bullet ni. Because àwa la ní làákàyè. Torí a ní ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n torí ẹ̀ pé tó ń pè ní Professor Adébánjí Akíntóyè. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ àhesọ ìpinnu ìdákẹ́jẹ́ ṣẹ́kọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mi kẹ́kẹ́ sọ. If you don't have anything to offer in this movement, just watch. Báwọn bàbá wo lọ́wọ́ náà ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ní Belfast, ìyẹn ní èní celebration of an icon, Godfather promotion in conjunction with Musical International cordially invite you to Belfast to the official birthday party of Chief Sunday Adeniyi Adeyemo Igboho-Oòṣà. Live broadcast will be coming from Koikimedia. Venue, Clean Park Bar, 14 to 16 Adonye Road, Belfast, BT 147DA. Sunday the 20th of October 2024 from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. Powered by Mama Bobo Africa, who were there yesterday. Mokiawa Mama Bobo. Yetunde's Kitchen, Mobax Oil and Gas, Mr. No Boring Dulek, Tomba Cargo and Money Transfer, RSVP Sakoli on 074488 46439, Godfather 0748895335565. Celebration of an icon. Then on Thursday next week, Oshubama play with Germany. All details you can check online. We are grateful to Dr. Chisunde Igboho for standing firm for the Yoruba people at this very difficult time. I think I can do half an hour more and then we call it a day. Let's go back again to this video. I'm going to rewind it again.
But the Yoruba nation now, we are amalgamation in 1914. Call them in. These are the President Tinubu needs to put his best foot forward to govern the country. If he does that, in 4 years, he can turn things around. But there are certain critical things he would need to do. The first thing is to say, what's the Constitution? If, for instance, me and my
Okay, I didn't start my Facebook. That's strange. So I'll start Facebook Latenko. Wow. I was wondering I had one phone left here. So I'm looking for myself on Facebook. I can't find myself. Interesting. So we're only live on one Facebook. I want to miss Lale. Eshegun, you have comfort at the layer. We are blessed with Baba and CSI. May the God Lord spare their life for us and everyone standing firm. Eshegun Makama. I don't remember when it started. So I'm going to post it later anyway, so that's fine. So we post it from the other Facebook. Okay, I know some Yorubas are like, oh my God, why you waste time work, you get out. Abi. So for me 4 years ago, I was going badu lórí media a máa jọ mú kan lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń sùn màmá jí mi. And now your expectation and Mama Bobo gave us a nice ewa going. One and only the best in the whole of Belfast. Mama Bobo restaurant. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and many of you from Belfast. Let's listen to Abakuba. We're just about 28 minutes to the end of the program. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, popularly known as Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Coming up to 4 a.m. in the morning from Belfast, a very quiet town with less than population of 400,000. Awala ni sí àgbẹ̀yìn, ojú ló ń kán ìbòjì, òun ń bọ̀ níbẹ̀. Èmi dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìjà tá gbé dání Ọlọ́run ṣe lọ́wọ́. Bébì gan ṣe ń rò, Ọlọ́run ni má yọrọ ẹ lẹ́nu Koikimedia. Ọwọ́ ara wọn ló máa fi ṣera wọn. Àwọn olóṣèlú wọ́n máa tú àṣírí ara wọn síta tí ọmọ Yorùbá máa ní ha Koiki àti Igboho àti bàbá Pété ìlẹ́sọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Láti àná ó ti dìjẹ́ta ní síta ti dé sí Belfast. The hospitality has been fantastic. Mo kí ìyá mi olórí Èkó, mo kí Kentos, mo kí gbogbo àwọn ìfẹ́lódún àpapọ̀, mo kí bàbá wa wò ṣàṣà, mo kí YSDM, mo kí Àjàgùn, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin màmá wa tí láǹfààní àti wá fún ìwọ́de tá a ṣe ní last week. Àtẹ̀yìn tí fún bí kan àbí èdèkejì bọ́ọ̀sì lọ já yín sí Trafalgar Square, gbogbo plan yẹn wọ́n change ẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀ má bínú sí wa. The next outing that I'm proposing, again is a proposal, is to have a town hall meeting. Igboho will be there as usual, but it will be planned. There are some other things that they're working on but have not been told to reveal yet. You cannot kill Yoruba nation or possible. You can castigate us, only man. I was even given their only you Abi, wallet you are. Offer me 20, well, not offer me, we'll change it. But I wanted to have 20 pounds. You know, say 20 pounds to you, lower. So I'm having a London. So yesterday I swapped 20 pounds for the Belfast money. Bówó tí wọ́n ṣe rí lélẹ̀. I say that. Oh, this one. Mo gbọ́. Oníkìní. Ọwọ́ ti dán. Wow. Wọ́n ti dé New York padà. Okay. You know what life. I show what okay ọ̀nà jẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n ti dé America ni. Èmi náà pé wọ́n ti lè bá mọ́. Pẹ̀lú ọ̀rẹ́ mi jẹ́. Ká sọ̀rọ̀ ti lè bá mọ́. Ṣọ́dọ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́ lọ́fù. Ọ̀rẹ́ níta bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìyàwó àlìjáde ti dé America padà. Ká dúpẹ́ fọlọ́. So yesterday, this is Peter ní Tony orí ọba níbẹ̀, because we now have a king, so we can show him the 20 pounds in Namibia. Kò sí orí King Charles níbẹ̀. Owó yàn tí pọ̀ níta ni, that's why. Russia ń gbé ti King Charles jáde díẹ̀díẹ̀. Orí ìyá ẹ̀ lè ṣe wà lórí gbogbo owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi. So that is the difference between the two money. So if you look at this one, you got our money England they live. You can see the difference. That is the one for Belfast, and this is the one for England. One country with 4 different notes of money. So I'm gonna save this. I hope one day, we should mistake that I'll say Wales. But Niki Emola for me, instruct below now. So this is 2 different regions. This is England. This is Belfast. We now have Wales. We have Scotland. 4 countries. Who are new local? Not in the UK. But we got here. Our now wants to say, let's have Biafra nation, Yoruba nation, Arewa nation, Ijaw nation, and then we can have different things operating within our nations. No, we don't want that. But you want to come to UK, bomb bastard. But when you get to UK, you have the option to live in England, or you can go to where Mayegu in Scotland, or you can go to where Emola in Wales, or you can go to Belfast, live in Hawaii. And when you get to each of these regions, the money will be different, even though it is valid. The same value, the same £20 value, but you can see that it is different. Bomb bastard. The same money, the same value, but it's 2 different, pictures. It is the same value of £20, not a day. So if I take this back to London, they have no right to disagree to accept it. Because it's the same value like this. But because it's my first visit here, I will keep this as part of my analysis. And I'll tell Emola if he can, send me one. I forgot I should have told him. I'll speak to him. Then Mama Bishima back to Scotland now. Ma pe baba mi Emmanuel Steven. Cover me send the Eyo Consini. ṣètìrí yàtọ̀. One country called United Kingdom, and they have 4 different pictures of currency, same value. The stupid Yoruba people torí yóò pè tẹ́ẹ̀ ní làákàyè ẹ̀ ń bá Ìgbòho yà. Ìgbòho ní làákàyè jù lẹ̀ wá ní kò kàwé, ẹ̀ wá ń sọ pé kò kàwé. One country called UK, but 4 different pictures of the currency. This is the one for England. You can see it clearly in the video. Aberi, you can see it. You can see it. Belfast ló wà lókè, England ló wà nísàlẹ̀. The same way tó bá fẹ́ lọ gbá football, Belfast goal, Scotland goal, Wales goal, England goal, and you are now expecting British government to give you a country. No, they are not going to give us a country. But we can inform them and tell them, look, our only right to self-determination, and they must respect the mistake on my way. So then Rashiva. It is important that we exit Nigeria now. So, where do we stop the program this morning? It's just to say to ourselves, okay, Collins, your religion is your personal business. Yes, the Scottish pound. Myself from money in Scotland to my send the £20. So I will have the 4. So that when we are doing our program, I can show you the difference. So in the UK, they are smart. 4 countries will go and represent the word UK. But in Nigeria, 1 will go and represent the whole of the 200 million. So once again, a very good morning, and thanks to everyone that joined. We appreciate. Mosherin Pastor Emmanuel Togba prayer lekan. I was watching it, and Ademba Ifemi Law. Tori, we love you because church yi ó máa grow nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé church yìí táwọn èèyàn ò rí nísìn tó jẹ́ pé tí bàbá Adébóyè nìkan ló ń rí, bọ̀ bàbá Adébóyè ò sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation, wọ́n ti jẹ́ dòdò, wọ́n lè sọ̀rọ̀. In fact ni now, because Yorùbá ni wọ́n. Bàbá Adébóyè ti jẹ́ dòdò, wọ́n ti jẹ́ dòdò, ó jẹ́ kí bàbá yẹn lè sọ̀rọ̀. Ikú wo ló ń bẹ̀rù? Àwa gan ò bẹ̀rù kú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe wà yìí, àwa ò bẹ̀rù kú. So àwọn ní láti máa pẹ̀pẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀. Ṣèbí Pastor Emmanuel Togba jáde, wọ́n ní Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. Prophet Tibetan ní Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. Bàbá wa Prophet Adébáyọ̀, Prophet Máyọ̀wá, Prophet Nasiru. So kí ló wá ṣe bàbá Adébóyè? Ṣé bàbá Adébóyè special jàwọn èèyàn lọ? Ibi tẹ́tí mọ̀ mọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn ti compromise. He has compromised, and that is why àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé wọn nígbà tó ọ̀gbọ́n kí bàbá Adébóyè sọ̀rọ̀ pé Yorùbá ló yẹ kó dá dúró, wọ́n disagree pẹ̀lú wa, wọ́n ní ẹlẹ́bọ ni wá. So mo kí Pastor and then Prophet John Ogundele, àwọn ti gbé ní UK rí. So mo kí Pastor Emmanuel Togba. Pastor Emmanuel Togba dẹ̀ ti ń sọ àti bàbá wa Prophet Tony. Nigeria is a galloping in Nigeria. Mo kí Mr. Joseph Truth, mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Pastor Emmanuel Togba. Mo wá kí gbogbo àwọn pastors wa náà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn young can àti gbogbo yín táyọ̀ ẹnì kankan sílẹ̀. Kí Pastor Yorùbá máa sọ pé ká pray fún Nigeria. Born bastard. Nigeria fowó la pray fún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ pray fún látọ̀la dọ̀la kò sí nǹkan. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ni ká máa pray fún, not Nigeria. And nobody can stop a moving train. Ó máa crush ẹ̀ sí pieces ni. So jẹ́ ká kó appreciate ẹ̀yìn wa because I have 15 minutes. Mr. Joseph Ro, thank you so much. Ògúnṣẹ́gun Adébánjọ, mo kí mọ́mì mi First Bank, ìyàwó ọmọlára lẹ́ǹkan sí mo kí yín. Nurudeen Akínmọ̀yàdé mo kí yín. Ayọ̀míkún Dáméjì, good morning, thank you so much. Miláyọ̀ Ọmọtọ́ṣọ̀ mo kí yín mọ́mì, ẹ ṣé gan ni grandma, àgbàyàn túbọ̀ dalẹ̀ fún gbogbo wa. Collins mo kí ẹ, Bámidélé Mohammed, gbé Facebook púpọ̀ lẹ́nu, but máa post the video later. So let's go on our YouTube and appreciate you all. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ti Belfast o, tí ẹ ti ń tọ́jú wa láti ìjẹta àti dé. It's been fantastic. I've never been here before, so I'm gonna have to come back again and explore. Wọ́n ní bíbá yìí ní Titanic wà, ìbíbá replica Titanic. So mo kí Mr. Oyelami Abosede or Mrs. or Miss. Bàbá mi Kúnlé Ṣítà, good morning. Bàbá wa Adéyẹmí Ọláyẹmí mo kí yín. Àjùwọ̀n Kọ́láwọlé, good morning. Ìyá wa Felicia Òjó, ẹ ṣé gan ni mà. Bàbá wa Adéyẹmí lẹ́ǹkan sí Kúnlé Ṣítà. Olúwa Ọmọọba 3000, no going back. Mr. Folarin Adesanya, only thank you for the enlightening the people. That's all we can do. We have to enlighten you. If you like the outfit, Omitaf Culture on Instagram, I want to design it for me. I'm a blue. This is the first time I'm wearing this one. I think I have about 4 different colors. Oyelami Abosede Mokila Kosi, Moki Aziz Badeshire. He left to Miami last week Sunday. Ìyàwó Mama Dada, Sister Taiwo Lejadu, ìyàwó mi ṣe ń pè mí nísìnyí pé she has arrived back in New York. I'll be speaking to her in the morning. Usman Wahab, Daniel Adeyemi, Talotu Ambe, and I think that's it. Waris Jinadu Ashibani, and Mokenta Wanuri TikTok and the Twitter. So I'm gonna go back, lie down there. Don't know about that. Mama browse for me. So thank you so much. And tell our Twitter space. I think I have the Twitter space on. Yeah, we have about 5 or 4 people there. So good morning, thank you so much. We'll be communicating again. Just Mr. John Brista, Muki Clement, my Biafra brothers, Muki Simon Epa, the PM for the Biafra, Brooklyn, Eshegoni. My tour to America will be sometime next year, God willing, if all goes as planned. Thank you, Keke Cruz. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká jẹ́ra wa lójú, àdẹ̀ní bàjẹ́. We don't sit here because we believe we have the power to lambast anybody. We sit here because the country called Nigeria has failed every single one of us, and we're going to exit it whether they like it or not. We're all going to exit it together. Moki Baba Ajayola and the rest of you. But when them out too, we're not Moki. Koikimedia bringing the work closer to your doorstep. Yoruba will be free from the bondage of the British fraudulent amalgamation. Those of you on the Twitter, thank you so much for watching as well. America election is getting closer. Quite an interesting time to be alive. I don't know who's going to be the president, but we look forward to see what happens. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ìbí wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlèrè. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bàtí bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹjẹ ká máa lépa. Ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni Thank you so much, and Kolon Kojú Wasaye Oroyo Lamasu. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní America àti Canada, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Australia, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Cyprus, Turkey, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní African countries, mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Nigeria. Títí tá máa fi délẹ̀ lérí ìṣọ́ àtàbọ̀ ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run máa fi ṣọ́ wa. Ànírí wàhálà, ànírí dààmú. Gbogbo ẹni tí wọ́n fi gbalẹ̀ mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, ọba onílẹ̀ kò ní jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí gbà mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Àmọ́ káwa náà máa sùn àsùnpara ọgbà mọ́ wa